Hey YouTubers, and welcome back to Tony the Technician channel, and today we're going to be going back into the Amazon tool deals, and today we're going to be specifically talking about one style of tool. And normally my Amazon tool deal videos will be on tools that are on sale, tools that even at their full price I believe to be good deals, tools that I find interesting and would like your guys' opinion on. Today we're going to be talking about a product that I really enjoyed when I originally switched to them about 5 or so years ago, but at the time was not aware of the options I had, and now the options have just grown in the last 5 to 10 years tremendously. So first up, like you guys saw in the thumbnail, it is magnetic swivel spark plug sockets, or a spark plug socket set. And I had never used a magnetic one or a swivel one up until 6-7 years ago, and boy was it a game changer. Not only is that swivel with the extension built into the socket so much better than dealing with possibly the socket disconnecting from the extension or anything like that, but the magnetic portion of it was a game changer as well. Just removing and feeling the spark plug in the socket, it's a lot easier to deal with, and then that swivel portion just makes everything a lot easier as well, especially not having to worry about when you're using that extension and socket at an angle of them coming unattached, or they're just not the smoothest, where when it's built into the socket like this, the rotation it's smoother than using a wobble extension, if that makes sense. So I'm going to be going over 4 different brands and 5 different sets in this video, and I really hope you guys enjoy. Here we're looking at the most expensive set we're going to be looking at today, so it's just going to get cheaper from here. So this is Aries 11014. It's a 5-piece magnetic swivel spark plug socket set. It's going to include a 14mm thin wall socket, 9/16 with a 6-inch extension, 5/8 socket with 4, 6, and 10-inch extension. So a good variety there. Your most common spark plug socket sizes. It has 5 stars at 603 ratings, so rated pretty well and very highly. So here you can see exactly what you're receiving here. You can see the 14mm. It kind of has a different design from the rest of them. Then you have your 5/8, overall 4-inch length, 2mm thinner walls than standard thickness sockets, 2 6-inch, 9/16, and 5/8. And then you're going to receive a 5/8 with a 10-inch extension, and there you can see that Allen screw in the end of the socket that holds it to the extension, where in the set that I have, let's just go into that real quick. So the set I have is the Matco one, and I purchased this back in 2015, 2016 time frame. It's the Matco one, and the Matco 5-piece set runs, I want to say, around $150, and then at the time I got a discount on it. I want to say I got it for just at $100, and I thought it was a great deal. And then I realized, Gearwrench had the exact same set for like half the price. And then I realized a couple years later that all of these brands that probably didn't exist 5 to 10 years ago, they all now have sets just like it. So this is a little bit different design than the Matco or Gearwrench version, just the way the socket adapts to the extension and everything. And then you have that hex feature at the base of the socket, which really isn't necessary when you've adapted an extension to it. But they most likely just took their whatever actual manufacturer or warehouse out there makes these, because this is not made by Aries. This is just a product sold by Aries. There's many other brands out there that sell this exact same set, so keep that in mind. A lot of these magnetic socket sets, just like a lot of the tools on the market, all right, everybody knows that, but the ones I'm showing you today, it's 4 different brands, 5 different sets, and really 2 different styles. One is going to be all made at the same factory, and a lot of times you see that companies will change things here and there, but these brands we're looking at today, they've basically done nothing to change the design whatsoever by brand, except for putting their name on it. So not a big deal. The prices are all relatively close, between $10 to $20 between all 5 of the sets. So overall, I think getting a magnetic spark plug socket set is a fantastic idea. If you've never used them, even though it's very simple, a spark plug socket, it's a very simple product. Just having one with built-in extensions and that magnetic feature it's just something that I've really enjoyed changing to over the years. So it's definitely something that I wanted to mention to you guys. So we'll just quickly look at this set and then we'll move on to the others, and I'll show you the similarities and differences between them. So there you can see the interior magnet. So here's the Aries set in the EVA foam tray. It's a 5-piece set. You got your 14 millimeter, your 5/8, and your 9/16. So that's it for that set. Now we're going to look at another set that is going to be very similar in not just the design but packaging and everything as well. So here you can see this one is ABN magnetic swivel spark plug socket set, 5-piece. This has 5 stars at 9 ratings, so not rated quite as many times as the last set that we looked at, but it is also cheaper at $46 or $47. Either way, I'm not saying any of these sets are bad, any of them are fantastic, but my personal opinion, just having a magnetic spark plug socket set in general is fantastic, especially at these prices. I paid more than double this when I got mine, and there's not enough rough or abuse to these tools to ever have to worry about anything happening. Normally, spark plugs aren't that bad unless for some reason they're seized in there. So here you can see this is literally the exact same set as the Aries set, exact same sockets, sizes included, extension lengths included, the 14 millimeter design. I mean, it's literally the exact same thing. It's also going to come in the EVA foam tray. They have just removed the Aries, or it was just never there, and the company that makes the set put ABN on it. So either way, it's the exact same set, one being $65, one being $47. So there, it doesn't take a whole lot of explaining to tell you why this one, even though there's less reviews, why this would be the better option. Now, if one had a significantly better warranty process, then we're talking a whole nother thing. I would pay an additional $20 if it was a hassle-free lifetime warranty on one, and a limited lifetime warranty or a lifetime warranty, but the process was, hold on to your receipt and hope it doesn't fade over 20 years or whatnot. If one has a much better warranty, then I'm going to possibly pay the extra amount of money, depending on the tool, and how hard I usually use that type of tool will depend on whether I want to spend the extra money. But in this case, both of them are going to have basically the same warranty, both Amazon products that you're never going to see in stores, really, or anything like that. So at this point, I wouldn't be afraid to buy the cheaper set over the set that's almost $20 more that's the exact same. So on this, you can see same 3 sockets, and then it has that Allen screw that holds the socket to the extension. That is it for this set. Now we are looking at the set that I have from Matco, but this is the Gearwrench version, literally the exact same thing, a 5-piece set, 3/8 drive, 6.80601. This has 5 stars at 964 ratings for $52.58. Literally half the price of what I paid for my Matco one, which I don't know why I did not look, because I definitely knew about Gearwrench at the time, and I knew Gearwrench and Matco had a lot of the same products. I wish I would have looked to make sure first, but no big deal. It's already done. Happy to have them. Still wouldn't get rid of them. I have really enjoyed these. So this, you can tell, is a little bit different design. You have the hex feature on the bottom of this socket without a built-in extension, so that makes more sense to me. There's not an extension just dangling off the back if I need to use a wrench or something on the back side of this socket. And then the ones that are built in with extensions, instead of just having that open screw there, you have these pressed steel rings that are slid onto the back of the socket that secures it all. I'm guessing you're also going to have a pin underneath of that steel ring, and basically removing that steel ring and removing the pin is what would separate the socket from the extension. Just a little bit different design here than what you see on the other set that we were looking at. So this even says KD Tools. Swivel design, magnetic insert, exact same blow molded case as mine, and all of that. And here you're going to have a 9/16 by 2.5-inch extension, 9/16 with a 6-inch extension, a 5/8 with a 4-inch extension, a 5/8 with a 6-inch extension, and a 5/8 with an 11-inch extension. So a good variety there. And this is, I have obviously more experience with this set than I do the ABN or the Aries of the other design. So I can attest to these over the last 6 years that I've owned them. They've held up very well, and I couldn't be happier. And I'm sure the ABN and Aries would serve me just fine as well. This is the design I know. This is the strength that I know that these can handle. I'm not so sure about the ABN or Aries, but once again, the price is comparable. You got one that sits slightly below the price of this set, and then you have one that sits about $10 more than this set. And then I noticed that Duratech, I haven't personally used a lot of Duratech products. I know a lot of people on here have, and they've been happy with them. This is almost identical to the Gearwrench set that we were just looking at. It doesn't have the standalone socket. They all have swivel extensions adapted to them, but this also uses that steel ring at the base. Same design, not going to be the same, but same design theory behind it all. Here you're going to have a 12-point socket and a 6-point socket, all in 3/8 drive. So let's see what we got here. We have a 4-inch, two 4-inch extension sockets, one being 6-point, one being 12-point, and then the 6-inch extension here is going to be a 12-point, and then the two longer 8 and 11-inch extensions are going to be 6-point sockets. Let's go ahead and see what sizes we have here as far as what lengths come with what sockets. Here you can see the 14 millimeters designed for. Yeah, that doesn't. I get what a 14 millimeter is used for, a 14 millimeter spark plug, and a 9/16 is for a 9/16 spark plug. I don't think I really need an explanation for that. I use the one that fits. 6-point sockets are going to include 5/8 by the 4-inch, 5/8 by the 8-inch, and 5/8 by the 11-inch. Then the 14 millimeter is going to be a 4-inch, and the 9/16 is going to be the 6-inch. So there you go. A little bit mix of 12 and 6-point sockets and different lengths. So this is just something that I wanted to include. I don't have much experience with Duratech, but I was surprised to see them. And keep in mind, there are also some other brands here on Amazon that sell magnetic impacts or magnetic spark plug sockets as well. This has 5 stars at 5 ratings, not a whole lot. It is the cheapest at $40, and then you also have the ability to save an extra 10% when you apply this coupon, so even cheaper there. So if you're a DIY, this might definitely be a good route to go. Also keep in mind that you don't have to get these with the extensions built in. You can get just the sockets by themselves. And then last up, if you remember, we've looked at ABN, and they have a set for both designs. You have the one with the screw through the socket holding it to the extension, and then you have the pin with the metal ring sleeve around it. This is actually a 6-piece magnetic spark plug socket set, so this is the biggest set of all of them and priced at $55, so definitely probably one of the best deals on here. It's the design that I like, it's the largest set, and probably, I want to say, roughly the best price. All the sets we've looked at have ranged from $40 to $65. This falls right in the middle, and you get a 6-piece set with the design that I prefer, possibly just because this is the design that I've used. Also, I want to say I've done research on this in the past, and this is the same as the Gearwrench one as well. I want to say like 2 years ago I did some research, and they actually stopped selling this set for a while, or there was another company that sold this exact same set and stopped selling it. Now it's back on the market. Otherwise I would have definitely purchased this set. Here you can see knurling on the extensions, the ring sleeve, internal magnet. You have 2 sockets with no extension. Okay, so I just looked, and I actually have the Matco 6-piece. This is the Matco set that I have, not the Gearwrench 5-piece. Even though Matco does have a 5-piece as well, I have the 6-piece, which was probably a little bit more than $150 because it's the 6-piece and not the 5-piece. But here I have 2 of the sockets with the hex base and no extension, and then I have all of my extensions. All these sockets are the exact same size. It's the same set, same sizes, same length extensions, all of that. So I'll just go ahead and read that off to you. This is definitely, I remember now 2 years ago being upset with how much I spent on my Matco set when I found this set. But at the time I could get Matco tools warranted really easily, so that was my primary thought process behind it. so I wasn't really looking into other brands when I was looking at these magnetic spark plug sockets. But now I would have probably went this route, especially now that I have experience with these and know how durable they are. So here, we'll see if we can find a little bit better information on them. Here you can kind of see some of the other magnetic spark plug socket sets, just various different brands and styles through here. And I have some ABN products and have been very pleased with them as well. I'd say I probably have 5 ABN products and haven't had an issue with any of them as far as I can remember. So you have 5/8" sockets, spark plug sockets with 4.25 or 4¼ inch extension, 6" extension, 11" extension. And then you have a 9/16 socket adapter, the extra 2½ inch extension, and then the 13/16 with a 6" extension. Definitely a nice little set, priced very well. So if you guys haven't used any magnetic spark plug sockets, don't be afraid to try them out. Even if you want to go with the smaller sets, like something like this, maybe you don't need extensions with them. But I want to say for $55, $40 to $65, really $40 to $55, because nobody's going to spend the extra, especially when it doesn't include a better warranty. I think it's worth it. Whether you're a DIYer or a professional, I definitely think it's worth it. One of my favorite tools that I've purchased in the last 6-7 years. So let me know your guys' thoughts. Have you guys ever used magnetic spark plug sockets? Your thoughts on them once you started using them, if you have. And I really hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys did, please make sure to hit that thumbs up. Leave a comment down below. I will have all of these products linked down in the tools and tools continued link if you guys are interested. And if you haven't subscribed, please consider subscribing. I'll see you guys next time.